Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Welcome to Mindful Monday. I just finished recording a 30-minute gentle practice for my Samadhi level patrons for September. And so I have a couple of blocks handy. And so I am going to sit on my block for this Mindful Monday. A little bit of movement, invitation to meditate, to breathe, and just be present. We're moving around so much. We're on the go so much that just to take a few minutes to sit and breathe and be present can create a really powerful shift. It can be really challenging, but so worthwhile. So if you haven't yet, go ahead, take your seat. If you want to sit on a prop, like a block or a blanket, you can. If you want to sit on your knees, you can. If you want to do this practice standing or lying down, go for it, whatever works for you. And once you have sort of settled in, if you're seated, if you can sit a little more upright. Hands can be on your legs with your palms down, or you can bring your hands into your lap here, and you can set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And as we move into this practice of meditation, it won't always be comfortable, but as you take your seat, right, you can intentionally take action to let it be comfortable so you're in a good place for this practice of meditation. Seated tall and upright. Let your shoulders soften here away from your ears. And whether you have your gaze set or your eyes closed, feel if you can soften around that. Feel if you can soften your face. Feel if you can soften your jaw. And here together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale, fill up. And a big exhale, empty out. Feeling your breath, starting to tune into your breath. Notice if you are thinking or even worrying about, should I breathe through my nose? Should I breathe through my mouth? Should my breath be longer or deeper? That's just your thinking mind. And we're trying to create some space from that here. So don't worry. Just take a breath in. And a breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now keep breathing here, following your breath. We're breathing all the time. But here, we are creating a shift, paying more attention to our breath. And I've said this before, you don't have to force your breath to lengthen and deepen. But as you take a little more time with your breath, your inhales might get a little longer, a little deeper, might be a little fuller. And you might be able to really allow yourself to empty out completely. So often we're hanging on. Right? We're hanging on to that last little bit of breath. We're hanging on to something that happened yesterday or last week. This is about creating some space, allowing some space, not forcing. So notice as you take a breath in, is there unnecessary tension? Are you forcing? And just breathe in as fully as you can without the unnecessary tension, and then equally allow yourself to release and empty out. And it is a practice. And just like anything, it takes time. If you're newer to this practice, be patient with it. Be patient with yourself. And honestly, I would say most of us are pretty new to this practice. Noticing if your thinking mind has wandered off. That's okay. You have the opportunity, the space and the support here to come back and return to your breath. Take a breath in and a breath out. Notice where you feel your breath, how you feel your breath. Notice your body. Notice if you've begun to scrunch up your forehead or around your eyes or clench your jaw. If you're clenching your hands, your fingers, your shoulders. You don't have to force any of that to soften. But just by noticing the tension, the unintentional tension, maybe you can soften. Notice if you start to feel sensations in your body, and if you want to label them as uncomfortable, right? That's what our thinking mind wants to do. It wants to label what we feel. Can you stay where you are? Stay with your breath. I think it was Ram Dass who said that, and I'm sure he wasn't the only one, but I think he said that when we take our seat for meditation, it can get physically uncomfortable. And so we practice staying with what we're feeling, staying with the challenge and the discomfort. And it's practice for our life, the uncomfortable moments, the challenges in our life. And that's where coming back to our breath can be so powerful. We practice it here. And then when we are in an uncomfortable, a challenging moment in our life, we can come back to our breath. We have this foundation. So again, if you've wandered off, come on back. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And you can stay here as long as you like. In your practice, in your meditation. This is where I am going to sign off. Thanks for joining me today for Mindful Monday. If you enjoy this practice, like the video, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. If you want to support this free content in other ways, check out my Patreon. There are links below. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Again, thanks for joining me today. Keep practicing. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I'll see you soon.